Hey, what is going on, guys? Dev here, and welcome back to the Skull Patrol. All right, I know it's kind of been a minute, but let's get right back into the swing of things. Another big win from the Minnesota Vikings against the Dallas Cowboys in their stadium. That's right, guys. Week 15 of the NFL 2025 season. Looks like the Vikings broke one off on the Dallas Cowboys with a 34-26 victory, okay? Minnesota pulled off a surprising road win that significantly dented Dallas's playoff hopes moving forward. And it gives the Vikings some late season pride, even though they were already eliminated with the Bears winning against the Browns. I know, the Bears beat the Browns. What a shock! And the key performance, guys, the dude that everybody is talking about right now, JJ McCarthy, had a couple solid passes, right? Had some decent numbers, 250 plus yards. Definitely, I think 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. That was by far the slickest looking touchdown of the year so far from the Vikings, with the gritty into the end zone on that quarterback keeper. Gosh, it was nasty. So, like I said, we're done after these next couple games. No playoff contention for us. And we kind of deserve it. The way that we've been playing, we don't need to get into it too much, but you know what I'm talking about. There have been just a whole string of games where we just looked not even close to how we should. All the injuries that we've dealt with, yada yada yada. This is kind of nice, even though we've already been knocked out of the playoffs. It's good to see our team get one last hoorah, ruin some days on our way out kind of thing. He had that early interception, if you can call it that. He was trying to bat the ball away after I think it had already been swatted at. Kind of got a garbage time interception into the D tackle, just right into his hands, let's be honest. So he did bounce back after that, and he led some scoring drives and delivered in clutch moments. This is what we need to see. I mean, this is kind of his most complete game yet, showing poise and playmaking ability against a defense. I mean, not a super solid defense. Talking about the Dallas Cowboys, same can be said about the Commies, but still, these are the reps that JJ needs to get better, get good, as the kids say. And he needs to keep going. If Minnesota wants to get some momentum going, to cap off this year, moving into the next, we need to see more from JJ, and I think he can do it. So we talked about that early turnover, that garbage time interception by the D tackle, Quinnen Williams, leading to an early Cowboys touchdown. Whatever on that. I mean, JJ looked a lot better. I wouldn't necessarily count that in my mind. I know that sounds silly, but just kind of one of those plays. If you're going to bat the ball down next time, I guess do it in a different direction or something. I don't know. So the Cowboys did end up building a lead early on, but the Vikings responded strong. And we got some balanced offensive attacks moving forward from that point. And we took the lead ourselves. So we converted key 4th down situations, and we sustained several long drives, guys. That fake field goal attempt by the Cowboys was pretty slick early in the game, but it failed to produce much, if we're being honest. The Vikings continued to grind, and, that really showed at the end of the night. That late night, those Sunday night games, they feel weird. They feel strange. CJ Ham, you love to see it, ending the night with a rushing touchdown that pushed the Vikings ahead. Will the Thrill, as solid as ever. He took down a 53-yarder here against the Cowboys late in the game, essentially sealed it. He iced it with that one pretty much. The Cowboys had a shot to do a little something, but that ended up being the last score there. Minnesota got into the end zone 4 times, whereas Dallas turned a bunch of solid drives into field goals or stalled possessions. JJ McCarthy executed in pressure situations. Late game kicking sealed the outcome, okay? And the Vikings managed the clock better down the stretch. It looks like the Cowboys kind of got outgained by Minnesota in total yards. You know how I feel about our run game, and it really showed strong against the Cowboys. But, it didn't turn into enough touchdowns. They were just settling for field goals, the Cowboys were, and math, their kicker, they're not happy with him, I don't think, even with that fake that they got converted with him. He missed a couple field goals. from long range, which I guess is unusual from him. I don't know much about him, but Dallas settled for 3 points instead of 7, at key times, multiple times. And if your kicker's not producing, you pretty much lose, right? So like I said, the Vikings are pretty much just trying to ruin some days on the way out, give some hope to the fans. I'd love to see some fan service moments, and they're definitely delivering on that a little bit. The performance from JJ, Jaden Naylor. I'd love to see some more out of Justin Jefferson, but I think that is to come. I really do. We made a dent in the playoff hopes for the Cowboys. Basically added like a 1% chance. They have to win pretty much every game from this point on, with a couple other factors. I think the Vikings remain eliminated, but at least, we ended the game with momentum, and, it's a developmental win for JJ. These are things that we got to see from him moving forward to keep the faith in this essentially a rookie quarterback. This is a legitimate building block. Love what we saw from JJ, especially when protected by the line, supported in the run game. That QB sneaker was sick. So sick. This is the kind of stuff that I've been preaching since this season started. Just got to get those reps in, familiarity with KO's offense from JJ, and we can do amazing things. I mean, he fooled me with that fake. It was nasty for sure. And the defense held up against one of the best offenses in the league, so kudos. We held up enough to make key stops at the right times, and we ended up taking the dub against the Cowboys. The Cowboys did have a couple defensive breakdowns. Red zone inefficiency, that's been a glaring issue for them this season. Their offensive yardage alone won't win them games, unless it turns into touchdowns, which it did not against us. So I think we've hit a turning point with JJ. I hope his performances will just get better and better, guys. I have always kind of been a JJ guy, even though I've looked back on the Sammy D days, and shed a tear every once in a while. I still do believe in JJ. I have the utmost faith that he can be the guy. And if he looks like this moving forward, I think he's a guy that we can get behind. So super sick to see from JJ McCarthy. So the Vikings are now 6-8 on the season. Not great. A little bit better than 5-8 though. So we'll just kind of see if we can keep stacking those, get looking better and better, build up the faith, not only in the fan base, but in the locker room as well, in the coaching staff, in the ownership, kind of lock in for what's to come, because there are some moves coming up that will make or break us. I think we need to be really diligent about what went down this season and what we need to move, switch around and get done moving forward. So what that is, I don't know. I think I need to think on that a little bit. I think maybe in the next podcast, that could be something that Colton and I talk about, brainstorm a little bit, look at the draft stock and the assets that the Vikings have moving forward, and just what we would do. So look out for that. We'll get a podcast going on pretty soon. If you guys want to check out the last episode, I will drop it in the description down below. So that's it for this episode, guys. If you made it this far, you are a real one. If you are not subbed, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you ring that bell so you do not miss out on future Vikings content. So that's it, people. This has been the Skull Patrol. I've been Dev. What is up from Minnesota? And it looks like we'll just have to see in the next one, okay? Have a great night. Drink some water. Get some sleep. Tell your family you love them. Peace out.